going on? So glad to have you back at the Comics Lounge. As always, if you have not already subscribed, please make sure to go down there, hit that subscribe button, hit that little notification bell, and of course, like this video, comment on it, let me know what you guys think. This is going to be a really fun video. So I went to my first Comic-Con, and I've just had this video in the works. Wasn't really sure how to make it, how to put it out to you guys. So I was like, you know what, forget it. I'm just going to put it out to you guys and show off some cool artwork that I picked up. First of all, a piece of artwork that I never showed off that I picked up was this one by Joe Quesada. And it's just a really interesting Spider-Man piece of artwork of Spider-Man reading nonstop Spider-Man and then a couple comics being below him. Again, a really cool piece of artwork by Joe Quesada that Marvel actually released itself that I picked up in my local comic shop probably a month ago or so. Then, as I said, I was at my very first comic festival. I had never been to one before. My wife was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do this. Let's go. So we're looking around and we're trying to see what we can find. And a few of you might have seen this on my live stream the other day. Because I love artists. I love the way that different artists portray different characters. I love the differences in appearances that you see. Like, I've never seen anyone besides J. Scott Campbell portray Mary Jane and Black Cat the way that he portrays Mary Jane and Black Cat. Honestly. It's a very different body figure. A lot of people say, oh, well, that's not normal. I don't care. It's just, it's interesting. It's a nice way to draw it. And I mean, it's sexy. And that's one of the cool parts about the way that he draws it. So I found this artist named Jamie Tyndall. And Jamie Tyndall is a phenomenal artist. And each of these are signed by Jamie. And I wish that I could have met him in person, but I actually met someone who was selling artwork for him. And all three of these pieces my wife bought because she was just so in love with them when she saw them. The first one she saw was this one. And this one just was like, okay, what else does this guy have to offer? It's very cool. You can see a signature right down at the bottom there below the bombshell. And, I mean, Harley Quinn looks like a bombshell in this too. I mean, she reminds me of DC bombshells. And it's just an amazing piece of artwork. Very well done. The colors are amazing. The way that she is drawn is amazing. Like I said, this is art that is just beyond wonderfully done. You can see the different lines in it. You can tell every little bit of it. There's so much detail in everything going on. It's got that old school bomber feel. And for those of you guys who know me, I'm a huge history nerd. I absolutely love everything history, and one of the things that always kind of spoke to me was pinup artwork. It was just really cool the way that they used to draw it on the sides of planes, and it was one of those interesting things that was like, okay, where did this come from? Who started this? And this piece kind of spoke to me on that level because it was like, wow, this reminds me a lot of that old school pinup artwork. So this is just a phenomenal piece of art. I'm going to find somewhere to put it in the lounge and keep it up for a while because I'm just excited by the way that this was done, and I can't wait to see other pieces of artwork that people do and kind of go from there. A lot of you know that I actually did a commissioned piece of artwork very recently, and that is actually shipping off to CBCS to get a yellow label, a verification label of the signature for Ken Wheaton and the artistry that he drew. And it was like a reverse cover of this, actually. It was, instead of Spider-Man kissing Black Cat, it was Spider-Man kissing Mary Jane with Black Cat kind of watching on. So I thought that was really cool to kind of see the differences in styles and whatnot kind of play out of that. Anyways, so the next piece of artwork that I picked up, and that my wife picked up, was this one. And again, this one is just really cool. I love the red versus blue in Harley's hair. I've always been a huge fan of the way they started doing that. Again, another really amazing piece of artwork. Very sexy, very nice, and it kind of brings out that clown vibe. It brings out that more demonic side of Harley, and really just kind of speaks volumes about her personality in a way that she is crazy as can be, but at the same time that she's still a beautiful woman. So again, my wife was absolutely in love with this artwork. In all honesty, I did not buy this for myself. My wife actually bought it, and I love that this is actually a playing card. If you notice, she's the ace. The ace of what? You can decide, but it says on it, ha ha ha, I make boys cry. I mean, look at those eyes. The last but not least, third piece of artwork. There's a lot going on in it. It is just as sexy as the other two. Or three if you want to count J. Scott Campbell's cover that I showed you. And it's really amazing how much is in this piece of art. So I'll kind of read it off first. Girls kick ass, Harley, sorry, the COA is in the way. There we go. Harley makes boys cry, and it's another Jamie Tyndall piece. Black Cat's in it, Joker's in it. There's a Jack in the Box. Batman's on the floor is like a voodoo doll. You see all the different things that Harley has. Her hammer is actually like a ticking time bomb, and like there's just so much detail incorporated into this while still being beautiful. I mean, Harley is a very beautiful woman, and the way that they portray her in a lot of this is absolutely amazing. And as I said, the way the different artists portray different characters is really cool. So honestly, I'm not ashamed to say that this is a sexy piece of art. It's amazing. It's really well done. The colors, everything, the background is amazing. It's the perfect color that allows Harley to pop without making the background boring. Again, it speaks to her personality, that loving vibe, but also the crazy side, with the knives, the gun, the ticking time bomb as her hammer, the gadgets, and then you see obviously Batman at the bottom, Catwoman peeking around. It's just such an amazing piece of artwork. The graffiti style writing. Jamie Tyndall is an absolutely phenomenal artist, and I would not be ashamed to own more artwork by Jamie. Absolutely phenomenal, as always. Thank you guys for watching. It's been fun showing you guys off that artwork. Stay tuned because I also have some really cool keys coming, and just old school books from Bronze and Silver Age of comics, and I can't wait to show those off. Those were more pickups that I got at the Empire Comic Fest that I went to. I can't wait to go to more Comic Cons. It's going to be such an amazing summer, and we'll see where everything goes. With all that being said, thanks R2D2. With all that being said, thanks for lounging with us, and as always, #Loungers Unite. If you want to keep watching, we still have the giveaway going until July 31st, so I'm going to leave that giveaway link right down here. Click on it. You can subscribe right up here. Our last video is up here, and then right over here is a video just for you, something that YouTube thinks that you should watch from our channel that you haven't seen before. So if you have seen this, and you've subscribed, go check out that. Enjoy!